He couldn't find anything wrong with it. Everything was coming back normal.
It's still not going into reverse. Look at that.
Nope.
Your foot's on the brake. What's the air pressure?
Air pressure 120.
115, something like that.
Yep. Yeah, the air pressure is fine. But you just got to keep. Now, see, when you hit mode, it'll go into mode, but then it still won't go into drive. And this is what I was telling Jeff.
Brakes are on. Yeah, brakes are
Yeah.
on.
And this is what I was explaining to Jeff. I was afraid of getting under a trailer and not be able to get it back in gear to get out from under a trailer.
Yeah. So it's still not going into reverse.
Well, you see how long I had to play with it to get it in drive.
In neutral.
Yep.
Now what is
There
the
it goes.
mode? Yeah, it finally went.
Final. But you see how long I had to play with it. That's what I mean by hesitating. That's just not letting the brakes all the way off. I was dragging the brakes.
See what happens again. Alright, so
And you shouldn't have to. You should reach up here and go like that, and it should change.
I've driven trucks with those automatic puts in the panel and everything's the same.
Yeah, when I was over, I drove for Velda for over 20 years.
Yeah.
And all the route trucks had this same setup.
No problem.
No problem.
Yeah.
And I was running transport, but if a route truck driver would call in or whatever, they'd call me in and say, hey, would you mind doing a route?
You don't think the seatbelt has anything to do with it, does it?
Nope, I've tried that too.
Yeah, even if you just do it behind you.
It's still, I hooked it up, I strapped it on. I mean, you can hook it and it does the same thing.
Push down, and you got the brake to the floor, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And the brakes down. I mean, you can hook this thing up and it don't make no difference. It still hesitates.
And the seatbelt's on.
Right. Brakes down. Now there it goes. Well, it jumped right back out.
It did, didn't it? Look at that.
Yep. It went in and then jumped out.
Air pressure is 110, 120. Yeah, nothing's out of normal.
No.
I don't know, man.
But like I said, when Bruce came out, he hooked his computer up there, and then he hooked it down here.
But did he see what you just did?
Yeah. Yeah, he stood right there where you're standing and watched. He says, I see what's going on, but he says, I can't do anything without the computer telling me what it is. He says he can go in there and replace the whole transmission and still might have the same problem if it's in one of the other computers. And then he said to get a new computer for the transmission, you would have to reprogram the new computer to this truck.
Yeah, I've heard that before too. Look at that, that's nuts, man.
Yeah. Now, he said it's not like you can just go in there and take.
Now what if these don't do anything either?
Well,
that's just if you change it into manual.
This here's your mode.
Yeah, so if you put it.
It'll go into mode, but it's still in neutral.
Yeah, so even if you do this, though, it's not gonna.
Yeah, it's not gonna do
that.
anything.
Just allows you to shift the gears manually.
Right.
Yeah. I've dealt with those. Well, look at that. It doesn't do anything when you do that.
No, it's not.
Your foot's on the brake. Air pressure's good.
I mean, you touch the mode, it'll go right back. You know, I mean, the mode will go back and forth. But then you just got to keep. Now, see how it
went
first time. Okay, let's go to neutral.
I'm wondering if it's not that panel.
Well, that's what I was wondering. Maybe if they just need to replace this.
Yeah.
Now see.
Right into reverse.
That's what it did this morning. I drove it to the scales. I came back. It acted like everything was fine. I hooked to another trailer.
Yeah.
As soon as I hooked to another trailer, that's when it started jumping in and out.
It didn't work.
But I don't want to keep playing with it until it finally quits.
Yeah.
See, now
it's got to be warm. I mean,
I don't know. But now it's acting like everything's fine.
Yeah. I've been taping it for 5 minutes now. So.
But 20 minutes from now, or 30 minutes from now, maybe 2 hours from now, you won't be able to get it back in gear. So that's why I'm agreeing with you if maybe something ain't getting hot.
But then again, when you're running it for hours on end, like when you ran and did 15 trails this morning, it was fine up until a certain point. So it was hot that whole time.
Right.
It was warm. Whatever happened. Okay.
But I didn't change anything. I mean, I did the exact same thing I've been doing all night.
Yeah.
And like I said, when I came in Thursday, I ran this truck all day Thursday until 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
And it was fine.
Had no problems. Chris Wright came in after me and he ran it. And I would assume if he had any trouble with it, he would have called dispatch.